Do you want to know how it all began? I'm Ingmar Bergman Jr. Well, I've added now Junior. That tells me that I'm son of film director Ingmar Bergman. We're here to talk about Fanny and Alexander. We had a dinner in Stockholm. It was me, my wife, a friend of mine who is a composer, Mikael Karlsson, whom I know from previous work with ballet and dance, and also then Royce Vavrek teamed up with us in a small restaurant in Stockholm.
Fanny and Alexander is a family saga that follows the Ekdahl family basically through the eyes of a young boy named Alexander. It begins on Christmas Eve, and we get to meet all of the wonderful characters, and we get to see this warm extended family. They are a theater family.
A few glasses of wine, we started talking about what would be like the dream project, like opera, based on some of my father's films. We started throwing, titles, everything, Cries and Whispers, Virgin Spring, blah, blah, you name it. And I'm quite sure, because my wife claims so, that she said, Fanny Alexander.
It's interesting that this hasn't been explored as a work of opera. And I know for Mika, it's a very important film from his childhood.
And everyone got quiet for a couple of seconds and said, that's fantastic, lovely. And that's more or less how it all began.
Oscar has a heart attack while he is rehearsing Hamlet and ends up passing away. Emily then, about a year later, announces that she is going to be leaving the warm, lovely family of the Ekdahls and is remarrying, and she is taking as her husband the bishop of the town.
The family of the theater, they represent the small world. In the small world, they don't really care about what's going on in the world. They care about the intimacy of the place and the feelings, and they don't care if there's a war going on or anything.
When we go to the bishop's house, it is very cold, and I think that it's the stark contrast really is something that Alexander has a hard time wrestling with. It's a really satisfying journey that the characters go on.
Fanny Alexander has a special place for me personally. I had my vacation from work, and I was staying with my father in one of his houses. He came out and said, Ingmar, do you want to read my latest script? So I said, yeah, absolutely. I felt honored. I spent the day by the poolside, lying in a we call it a hammock. It's a massive script. I think it's 280 pages.
Well, there's so many heightened emotions, and in opera you sing your feelings. So you get this beautiful emotional topography. He's definitely one of the great filmmakers that has ever contributed to the medium.
He also gave me the opportunity to have lunch with him, and we could chat a little bit about the script and what impressions it gave me. So, I haven't had that much contact with my father throughout the years, but this was a lovely time. Already at the script stage, there's a great deal, a lot of musicality woven into the script. It has all the ingredients, I think, that would make a great opera libretto.
I'm so proud to be involved in this production and to see how it's its own animal. IVO has come up with a language that feels so theatrical and operatic. We're not trying to recreate the film, we're trying to tell the story through opera and let it live on in a new generation and celebrate Ingmar Sr.'s amazing ideas, but presenting them in a context that feels like it's 21st century.